Welcome back to the channel. This is LtBuzzLitebeer, and we've got some late-breaking and monumental news coming to Helldivers 2 surrounding the Killzone 2 crossover and a huge revert Arrowhead just made, along with an announcement surrounding what was to come to the Superstore on December 23rd. And in case you didn't know what was set to happen, the Killzone 2 collab was actually set originally to be the Righteous Revenant's War Bond and was then split into two separate Superstore resets, the first of which we got yesterday, sparking controversy within the community at what was included and the pricing model. Now, I've got all the latest on this developing situation coming to you right now. In case you are new here, take a moment to hit subscribe and ring that notifications bell so you never miss one of my future upload alerts. And let's check out all the latest from Killzone 2 and Helldivers. Just to let you know, I had a completely different video format and script all prepared for today's video, but with this late breaking news, to hell with it. We're just gonna scrap it all and completely just let it fly unscripted. But I did want to touch on the fact that we are still taking on the Illuminate. They are now over in the Ursa sector on Gemma, and we have completed 5 of 7 successful defenses versus this faction. We also have 2 days to go, and in case you're looking to pad the stats a little bit, pick up a few extra medals, today's daily or personal order is to extract with 5 rare samples. So there you go. That's everything to do with the Galactic War. Now let's check in on this monumental shift Arrowhead just made. Okay, so you know this came to us just now over in the official Helldivers Discord, and it came in 2 pieces. So we have the official dev statement, and then we also have the freebie Superstore graphics, and that's the only hint you're going to get from me right now until I read this to you. So let's start off with the official statement from Mitchimus, Community Manager, and it says, "Season's greetings, Helldivers. We're here to talk to you about our crossover with Killzone, which added new premium items to the Superstore. As this was our first crossover offering, we've been listening to the response, and the feedback we've received from our community surveys is that crossover content is really high up on your wish list. At the same time, some of you are not happy with the prices of the items." Okay, and we will revisit this. Let me stop right there. It wasn't just the prices. It was the fact that it was leaked ahead of time that this was actually intended to come as a Killzone War Bond, which may or may not have been 1,000 super credits. And then we find out it was actually split into 2 different Superstore offerings, both, I assume, at 2,000 super credits. So if you paid for both of them, that would be 4,000 super credits, which would have meant basically 4 standard war bonds. And also included in here, and we were told it would not be included in there, was a weapon that was paywalled. You had to pay for it, and a set of armor with a very stout armor passive that you could only find in the Superstore. And then on top of that, yes, the prices. So it was a multi-tiered set of circumstances there. I'm going to continue on. Many of you were also concerned that items wouldn't be in rotation for long enough, and there was a bit of a concern around how these items exist outside of our usual War Bond releases, which are always themed in our own universe. Because of this, in partnership with our friends at Gorilla, and as we're in the season of holiday cheer, we've decided to offer a gift to all players. Firstly, listen to this. We are gifting to everyone the planned second set of the Helldivers Killzone collaboration items today, free of charge. Now, I just checked in the game. They aren't there yet. And again, just to jog your memory, we had page 2, which I assume would be somewhere around 2,000 more super credits, set to drop on December 23rd. So they're going to be gifting all of page 2, which I'm going to cover here in a moment. They're going to give you all of that. It hasn't quite hit the game yet, but it will be rolling out today. It says the distribution of those items will begin shortly in 2 waves. As such, we're also going to extend the duration of the items currently in the Superstore from 5 days to 10 days. Let me say that again. You're now going to have 10 days, in case you haven't purchased it yet, which I know some of you already have, to go out and farm those super credits and pick up the items one by one so that you have a chance to get hold of it and reduce the risk of missing out. We're also investigating solutions for how we can bring these items back permanently in the future, which I thought they already talked about, that we're going to bring them back as far as a Superstore rotation. Maybe they're talking about just making a mass superstore. I don't know, question mark, where we can see every item available and then we can pick them up one by one. That would actually be kind of cool. Continuing on, it says the Wasp stratagem will be available for you all to unlock via a major order shortly, so it's not there yet. I can also confirm I was down on the latest Illuminate planet and the Wasp was not there, so I don't really know what's going on with that right now. And finally, they say, we hope you have a great holiday period and continue to enjoy spreading managed democracy in Omens of Tyranny. And it says, Merry Christmas, Arrowhead Game Studios and Gorilla. And as promised, let's take a look at what's going to be rolling out, as they stated, in 2 waves a little later today, hitting the Superstore. This is what we were set to have to purchase again on December 23rd, and I assume this would be another 2,000 super credits, but as it stands, we're getting it for free based on the community feedback. So it says, first off, we've got an armor set, AC2 Obedient, which I think it looks pretty sick. Next up, we've got a first primary weapon, the Plaz 39 Accelerator Rifle. Wow, is that like a gauze rifle? And the scope looks pretty wicked on it as well. I would definitely want to give that a shot. You've got the Defender of Our Dream player banner. You've got the Defender of Our Dream cape. That one looks pretty nice as well. And it looks like, what is that, a PP19? Yeah, it's the STA-11 SMG. So there you go. 2 new primary weapons, a full armor set, a player banner, and a cape, all hitting the Superstore and free based on community feedback as to what happened when they dropped the offering number 1 with the Killzone HD2 collab yesterday. As I stated earlier, I've just completely scrapped and trashed today's video format because first off, this is excellent news, but I did want to touch on, I think, a few of the community interactions that kind of brought this about, starting off with yesterday, and this is one of the early comments that CEO Shams Georgiani actually dropped into the Helldivers Discord, and he was responding back to somebody that was talking about the prices, and they were just kind of absurd. He says, hey, quick comment on the Hellgas stuff. Firstly, this is our first collab, so we'll be figuring out as we go along. We've already heard that before. Let us know what you'd like to see in the future. Secondly, it's optional, and then this is where it all kind of falls apart. The more of this we sell, the more Illuminate type stuff we can keep dropping for free. Not the best choice of words, and essentially, it served as pouring gasoline on the fire as to what was going down yesterday. Here's some of the responses back to Sham's comment about, hey, the more of this you buy, the more content we can create. This one says, man, don't drop the more we sell, the more we can make stuff here. Helldivers 2 has made tens of millions of dollars already, and that's for selling the game only. I myself bought the biggest SC packs like 6 or 7 times already, and I know I'm not the only one. We love your game, but there needs to be mutual respect here. I love that last statement. That is exactly the way that I feel about it too. I love the game, but there has to be some mutual respect here. And respect is a two-way street. So at this point, I could keep showing you Sham's comments and more heated responses from the community. But at this point, from what they have just done, it's now null and void. They are reverting this in some sort of way. They're doing their best to respond to community feedback. And I think also a little bit of the heat that the community laid down on them. And so this is the response we got. Also, I think overall, you know how I felt about day 1 yesterday because I posted my honest thoughts in that video and I took some heat from you guys and gals down in the comment section. But you know what? I can handle it and I welcome it because at the end of the day, we can disagree and we can still be friends. So just a TLDR recap for you. Page 2 of the Superstore, which was set to drop on the 23rd, is now coming out later today for free, so watch for that. The current Superstore page with the Hellgas helmet, etc., has been doubled from a 5 to 10 day reset. They are looking into rotation ideas for the Superstore, at least that's what I'm taking from this announcement. Arrowhead took the feedback into consideration. Possibly, they also saw that page 1 of the items were not selling as well as they thought, a situation of, you know, the juice is not worth the squeeze, and here we land today. And the final item is nothing here listed in this announcement about refunds or reductions in the current Superstore page pricing. So if you bought and paid for it, it's yours. I'm sure with everything that's just happened over the last 48 hours, this video is going to get a lot of comments from community members down there. And again, I welcome it. Let's be respectful, but definitely be honest down there. What do you think of this revert formula they've come up with? And are you looking forward to the upcoming Page 2 Killzone 2 items? I myself am looking forward to both those primaries. Remember to hit subscribe and to ring that notifications bell so you never miss one of my future upload alerts. All my socials, including links to all of today's sources, can be found in the video description. We're now about 100 subs away from 250,000. Man, that was my end goal for the end of this year, and it looks like we're just going to knock it out of the park. If you haven't done so already, please take a moment to hit subscribe. It's free. It really helps out the channel, and we'd love to have you along with the team as we make that last little push up to the milestone of 250K. Until the next one, this is LtBuzzLitebeer signing off.